comedian, aka the joke there, the hashtag pay teachers more money is a video that went viral. All we're doing right now is I want to do some content that would help give teachers a voice of what's going on. A lot of this stuff that's going on at homes and everything falls on the back of teachers and parents, and more foremost teachers. So I wanted to come in and start my own show. The series is called Teacher Talk. So I asked my friend teachers all over the country if they could just give me a little bit of your time and say a couple of words of questions I want to ask that the world needs to know. Majority of the time, teachers can't really say anything because administration or whatever going on with unions. But I just want to give them the world an insight of how you guys feel when your kids, which are your students, are at home. They're really your babies, and it's really important. So my guest today is Amy Jacobs from Florida, Fort Myers or Naples?
Fort Myers.
Fort Myers, Florida. So tell her, how you doing, Amy? You good?
I'm doing good, yeah.
The background is swanky. I can tell you that much. I like the background. So how long have you been teaching, and what do you teach?
I've been teaching in Florida for 15 years. I'm currently an intervention specialist, so I work with students and work on coming up with intervention plans according to what they need. So if they need extra help with reading skills, math skills, I work with all those students. So kindergarten through 5th grade. Prior to that, I taught preschool in Michigan for 7 years.
Wow, so you're originally from Michigan?
Yes.
Okay, so prayers for Michigan. They're taking a hard hit. What made you teach? Why?
I just really always wanted to make a difference, and our children are our future. So working with them is so important. And I just think that, nowadays, especially kids really need us. They need someone to believe in them and stand up for them. Believe
in them and stand up for them. I've been hearing that in all the interviews. It's past education. It's more or less like you guys are their pep squad, and they need somebody to kind of check them in every day to let them know they can do it and it can be done. Your first days of school teaching in Michigan, when you first started, what was that like? Were you like, oh, I could do this? Or you were like, oh, what have I done?
No, I was really excited. I've always loved working with kids. I love working with people. So teaching is my thing. Teaching is my passion.
Okay. So let me ask you this, the balance. How is the balance? The balance between, because this is what everybody forgets. People forget that teachers have a home life. And right now with everything going on, COVID-19, your serious situation at home is your family and then other families that you affect around the Florida area. So what's your balance like now? How are you handling that?
The balance is really hard. Online learning, we had a lot to learn really quickly and go online within a week.
Yes.
So I'm working harder than I've ever worked. We are online with kids, and I'm doing, lessons and work probably 10 to 12 hours a day easily.
Right. What's the grade? What's the grade for you?
I'm assigned to 1st grade right now. That's who I'm working with.
Okay.
I'm also on the leadership team with our school, so I kind of work with the leadership admin team for our entire school.
Okay. So you have to pop in on other Zooms and Google.
Yes, classrooms.
Okay. So how has that been going? I know this is the most difficult thing, because then you really know the kid, but you really don't know the parents. But now it's like in a week, boom, here we are. How is that?
Yes. It's been hard. It's been hard for some parents to learn the technology as well.
Yes.
And to connect. But the most important thing that we're focusing on is just connecting with our kids, connecting with the students, as much as possible daily if we can, letting them know that, we're here, we care, we just want to check on them and build, keep those relationships that we work so hard to build.
Sometimes they just want to see your face. Sometimes it comes down to just having a conversation. I was saying I said in a post, I was like, if you just get a chance as a parent to just log on and then let your child just interact with the teacher just a little bit, believe me, it's going to make your day a lot easier at the house.
Yes, it makes a difference. I've been just like reading books online and then, recording them so I can share them with the whole school so all of the students can see me. And, things like that, just to connect with them. A lot of them just want someone to talk to. So like we have our school counselor available, our school nurse, our psychologist, all of our special area teachers are also teaching online. So like art, music.
Oh, wow.
So it's really neat. So
So the rollout for you guys was good. If they could have did, and I'm not saying this is not nothing that could have been planned, but if anything could have been changed from what you're doing now, what would you change about the rollout? Would it be work? Would it be more connection? What would you change about the rollout of the homeschooling interaction between parents and teachers?
Well, here we did have to provide a lot of computers and hotspots. We have a lot of students that live in, in
Oh,
rural.
they didn't have internet.
Right.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
So we're still connecting with some students. That's been probably the most difficult thing for us, is making sure those kids all can get internet. We've ordered additional hotspots, things like that. I think this was really good because now we do have our district has a really good plan in place. So if anything like this ever happens again, even with a hurricane here in Florida,
Right.
We could go virtual now that we have a pretty good plan. Our district has been amazing supporting us. Our kids are getting 2 meals a day. There's pickups all over the county and they keep adding more. So we're really just trying to help our families too with resources and things they need.
2 meals a day. That's good.
Yes.
Oh,
breakfast and lunch. It's awesome.
That is really good. So, okay, so let's get to the light of it. What are you doing now? What are you so happy about being home? Like you said, I'm busy all day, but one thing you can do is get up and go to the bathroom whenever you get ready.
Yes, that's a treat. I usually get to finish my coffee now. Usually at work, I'm running around and my coffee's cold and I bring it home half full. So I'm getting to finish coffee at home.
Yeah, you can walk around and be like, hey, so let's go.
Yes, it's kind of nice.
One of the teachers said, she said, I get to finish all my water. She said, I usually use all my water because I can't go to the bathroom. I'm like,
right. We're usually too busy. And we can teach in comfy clothes. We always look professional on the, on the top, but it's nice.
Yeah. You be like this. It's all business up here, but on the bottom, it is at the house. You hear me?
So
everything is at the house.
So that's kind of nice. My son is home from Florida State. He's finishing senior year online, so I've got extra time with him I didn't really think I would have. So that's been really nice.
How is that going? Because he's, when they go away from college and they come back, they'd be a little different.
Yeah, it's been an adjustment because he had an apartment on his own. Now he's back home.
Yeah.
It's also a little tricky with internet because he's Zooming and finishing all his classes, and I am. So sometimes our internet's a little slow. But definitely busy.
What do you miss saying? Like, every day in your routine, you come in the classroom. What do you miss saying?
I miss the most just even saying good morning to the kids, just greeting them every day and talking with them. Some kids really need a hug every day and they really look to us for that and being, just in a safe, positive environment. So I just really miss the kids so much. Teachers, our hearts are really breaking. This is really hard.
I was telling some, I was like, people don't understand it, that teachers are actually, their feelings are, take care of our babies. Like, we're going to send them home. We like, you guys are like this. Okay. All right. We're going to send these kids home with you guys. Be like, but I'm his mom and dad. You don't get what we're saying. These are our kids. Let me ask you this. If there was anything that people really, really, if somebody really needed to know and they're not understanding what it is I feel all the time is that there's a loss in translation. What do people need to know about teachers? Well, if you could tell somebody or somebody could say it for you and you could just be like, because I try to say it about paid teachers, they matter, respect, but what would you say out of your own words? Like, what do they not understand about what teachers do?
I would just say that, we really care about your kid as a whole. It's not just academics. It's like your child. We really want what's best for your child. And like I said, building a relationship with each child. We just care so much about the kids. And then I don't think people ever realize how hard teachers work. Like I said, this online learning, we're spending more time and working harder than we ever have to make sure.
Like, they don't believe it that you're working 12 hours. They don't understand it. Like, we do the virtual classroom. Then there's assignments. You got to do the pre-assignments. Then you're taking phone calls and checking in after everything's handed out. Then you got people who are not having checked in. So how many of your students in the number wise are showing up? Are you getting a good return on your number? Like, you're getting 30 for 30, 25 for 25, or your numbers?
We're pretty good. Our district as a whole right now, we're at about 97% that we've at least contacted, which is great. Students that can't do it online have a paper packet that they can get from the food sites. So 97%. In my school, I think we have probably about 20 students that we can't reach that we're really trying every day.
Yeah.
Whatever we can.
And then the thing is the home situation. I kind of got a little broken up the other day because it's like situations at home. People don't understand. Like everybody's life isn't like ours. Everybody's life doesn't have the balance. Everybody's inner city, lower income. You know, those parents are at home just trying to figure out if they're going to be able to keep the lights on or what's going to happen for their life in general. This is something that a lot of people don't have a coping mechanism for. There's people who have millions and billions of dollars who still don't have a coping mechanism for what this is. I would ask you this: if there was anything that you could tell them to make sure they monitor, to watch with their child, to see how they're handling it, because as parents, we don't really see it with our kids until it's too late or it starts damaging. What would you tell them to look out for?
Well, I would just say be careful with social media. There's so much on social media and the news, and sometimes we just have to do normal things with our kids, you know, talk to them, and then, you know, see how they're feeling. It's really important right now. You know, the kids are feeling, you know, sad. They're missing out on things at school, especially now, end of the year field trips. You know, like my son, his college graduation is canceled. Like, you know,
right?
Things like that. It's really hard. The kids are used to having that routine of school and teachers they can talk to. So I would just say it's really important to talk to your kids and you know, not push them right now. We're all just struggling to get through this difficult time. So, you know, family movies and taking outside together, things like that, just keep the normalcy.
One of the teachers was saying that she wished she had closure. Once they announced that schools were done for the year, she was like, that broke my heart. She's like, because I'm so used to having closure. Like, you did a good year. This was the best year. And I'm so proud of you. And it's like, now the kids are like, did I do good? I mean, how am I going to, you know what I mean? Like, the hardest thing with Trey is he knows that there's no more school. So we talking 13. So he's like, oh, school's over. So he walked by me the other day, like, I'm an eighth grader. I'm like, wait a minute. Man, I didn't get no emails and no paperwork that says you're an eighth grader yet. He's like, so I ain't got to do no more of that work. We on spring break. And when I come back, I'm an eighth grader. I'm like, no, that's not facts. Come on, what are you talking about? I was like, so convincing him that you still have work to do next week, you have assignments to finish, you're not officially done. That has been the mental pace for me, because I'm like, just do it. And he's like, but I'm in eighth grade. What are we doing? Why are we doing this? I'm like, nah.
And that's why we do keep checking in with the kids, you know, saying, oh yeah, we noticed you did this assignment, or we haven't seen you online in a few days, you know.
So I would say this, I bet there's how many of those students that you're like, oh gosh, the students that drive you crazy, they were saying that that's the ones that you miss the most now. It's like, oh.
Yes.
I wonder how
it really
doing.
is. It really is.
It's like
we do. We worry about those kids
right now. How many of those could you say that you like in your head? You were like about 5 or 6. You're like, oh, and you think of the good times and the bad times. How many students do you have that are like that?
Oh God, I'd say at least 10.
At least, really?
And really, those kids keep me up at night though, because you know those kids need us so much. And now that we're not seeing them daily, I worry about them a lot. I'm not sleeping much at night. I worry a lot about my kids.
Yeah. What I will say this, I'm not going to keep you longer. How about this? What's your 5 favorite movies? Since you're home and you're with your family watching movies, give me 5 favorite movies.
5 favorite movies. Well, my favorite movie of all time is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Me, that's one of mine.
I just love it.
Do you like the new version or the old version?
I like the old traditional version.
Yeah, me too.
I do. And if there was a place like that, I would definitely go. That's my favorite.
Oh, man. Like, you sign me up. Give me my diabetic pill and send me there because I'm going.
Yes. And let's see. I love musicals. So I love Mamma Mia.
Okay.
Let's see. Top Gun is one of my old favorites.
Okay.
I catch up and watch old movies I haven't watched in a long time while I'm home.
Right.
Let's see. Grease is another favorite one.
Oh, so you like them to dance. You like dance superhero. Yeah.
I do. And then I don't know if you've seen or not the new movie, I Still Believe, with Jim Camp.
No.
Life story. It's amazing. It's a tearjerker, but it's a really.
I'm trying not to cry at the house.
Yeah, it's a great movie about faith and hope. So that's been a really good one. That's a new one.
Okay, I'm trying. We were watching TV the other day, and I don't know what. I guess I went to the bathroom, came back, and I saw the balloon, the little red balloon go up, and I was like, no. My wife was like, I don't watch scary movies, and I don't want to cry. She was. I said, we're not doing this. She's like, you serious? I said, no. I said, one thing I'm not gonna do is I can't be up in this house and I'm scared.
It's true. I think everybody's feeling, more emotional right now. And
yeah, I told my wife, I said, I will cry in a hot minute. Thank you so much, Amy. I would say this to you,
Thank you.
Amy, I would say this. Thank you for coming to my shows. Thank you for everything you do at the school. Thank you for just putting your heart over all the other things. People will never understand. And I hope this paints a little bit more of a picture on what you guys go through. It is not about the money. It's not about the accolades. It's because you care. And if we have more people to see and understand, and I'm praying that this is the change that changes the conversation and makes the narrative so much better for the relationship between parents and teachers. Right now, we really feel like a village. It is a village.
Yes.
We have to communicate.
Yes.
We have to talk. There's no reason why. There's no reason why you can't call me, text me, or if it's financial, whatever, but we should communicate and we can get to the bottom and fix these problems. Pay teachers more money. You know what I say? Kids matter, teachers matter. I thank you for coming in. You take care of yourself. You tell your son to clean up after himself. This is not his college dorm.
I will. Thank you so much for all you do.
Tell them you have to shut the kitchen down because tell them this is not the college cafeteria. It ain't always open.
It pretty much is always open.
Right. I tell you, I had to put the chairs up in my kitchen like a cafeteria. I'm like, if there's nowhere to sit, there's no food.
True.
So thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Guys, this has been Teacher Talk. I'm Hank Denson. That's Amy Jacobs. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys.